Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AWF Brands Collide Match Card Reveal Show. My name is Kyle Masters. I am one half of your CEOs of the AWF and your GM of AWF Power. And we are here live in the studio to reveal to you folks the 4 nights of action coming to you live from Wembley Stadium in London, England at Brands Collide. Today's show will be a quick show, but you guys will see each and every single card for each and every single night that we will be performing live at Wembley Stadium for Brands Collide. So without further ado, let's get into night number 1, which will be coming to you live November 26th on night 1 of AWF Brands Collide for AWF Power. To start things off here on night number 1, we do have Jess taking on a new signee, a brand new signee to the AWF Women's Division. We will see Jess welcome her to the Alliance Wrestling Federation. Who it will be, we will find out at AWF Brands Collide, night number 1 on November 26th. Next, we have a big tag team match, folks. Even tides, we have Bundy and Cambion taking on the Court of Justice members. We have Justin Justice and Mystic Cypher, who will come out on top with the Battle of the Dark Factions here at Brands Collide. We also have a battle of the former champions. Eli Thunder, the former AWF Intercontinental Champion. Dale Gacy, the former AWF North American Champion, going head-to-head, one-on-one for the very first time at AWF Brands Collide. Who will come out on top? Next, we have a battle in the women's division. We have Karina Storm, who has been on a tear as of late, taking on the other woman who's been on a tear as of late over on the power side, Trinity Silva. Trinity Silva almost capturing the X Division Championship on the last AWF Power at Night of Champions, as she'll take on Karina Storm one-on-one on night 1 of AWF Brands Collide, live from Wembley Stadium. Next, in our 0-hour pre-show, Fang Jr. will be facing a mystery opponent chosen by AWF management. Who that will be, we don't know, folks. We'll find out at the pay-per-view in the 0-hour pre-show, as Fang Jr. will open things off at Wembley Stadium. And last but certainly not least, folks, the match of the century, the grudge match of the century. Ava Neal will be taking on Maya Lynx in the main event of night number 1. And Maya Lynx has made it known, folks, the winner of this match will be next in contention for the world title match that will be defended on night number 3 of AWF Brands Collide. But on night 1, Maya Lynx and Ava Neal, the time for talking is over. It's time for the main event, and that will take place on night 1 of Brands Collide. Heading on over to night 2, AWF Energy side, folks, we are kicking things off in the 0-hour with Oma Sapien, the Attraction Open Challenge. Who is going to step up to the plate and challenge this beast, this unstoppable monster in the women's division? Who will it be? We'll find out at AWF Brands Collide, night number 2 in the 0-hour pre-show. Next, we have some more women's division action, folks. Devin Sharp will be taking on Barbie Allen, the living dead girl, against a living dead woman, I guess you could say. But the battle of the 2 living dead women, folks, going one-on-one at AWF Brands Collide. Who will come out on top? Next, folks, we have a huge match, the Team Power versus Team Energy, the first ever AWF Brands Collide match, a traditional Survivor Series style match. You have on the Energy side Prince William, Knight, Damian Childs, and El Gordo Valador. Taking on the AWF Power side, Rob Smarts, MVB, Crucifer, and Team Captain GC Bows. Which team will come out on top with some ultimate bragging rights for their brand? We'll find out at Brands Collide. Next, he made the challenge, and Chris Phoenix has accepted. Reed Hoshi has had his challenge accepted by none other than Christopher Phoenix. These two will go head-to-head at Brands Collide in what is sure to be one hell of a match. Next up in the women's division, we have Liz Backus, the veteran, taking on the newbie in Mel Cruz. Haven't seen a lot of Mel Cruz as of late. We'll see what she has and brings to the table at Brands Collide in Wembley Stadium, as she will take on the veteran of the women's division, Liz Backus, the woman of 2,000 holds. Who is going to come out on top? We will find out at Wembley Stadium on night number 2. Last but certainly not least, again, folks, the main event of night number 2, we have a huge 3-man tag team match, folks, and this will be elimination style. We have the main event Mafias of Kid Million, we have Dakota Fall, and we have Isaac Cage taking on the New World Order of KJ, Revo, and Anthony Edwards. Which team will prevail and become the most dominant faction in the AWF? We'll find out on night number 2 of AWF Brands Collide on November 28th. Night number 3 comes to us live on November 29th, folks, with a huge card. We're kicking things off here with Casey Kennedy and Aquarius Kai. These two have gone at it time after time after time again, the AWF, and put on nothing short but stellar match of the year performances, and they're going to do it on a big stage, folks. It is Wembley Stadium for these two, who will come out on top, as is a both homecoming for both ladies in this one. One-on-one, Casey Kennedy and Aquarius Kai. Next, folks, they are going to, the weapons do the talking in this one. Lucky Smith and Jack Rose are set to go one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match. We've seen just how extreme both of these men can get. They're going to collide at Brands Collide, pun intended, in an Extreme Rules match on night number 3, November 29th. Next, folks, we have Little T taking on Adam Robertson. Little T defending that international championship against Matt Burnett, and what is sure to be one of the matches of the year. He will take on Adam Robertson one-on-one. This is sure to be nothing short of a masterpiece, folks. The grapple battle between these two is going to be something to behold, and it will be held at Wembley Stadium on night number 3 of Brands Collide. Next, a huge tag team match, folks. The AWF tag team titles are on the line. The longest reigning AWF tag team champions. Will they finally be dethroned? The Brotherhood will be taking on Higher Learning. This is Waldo Winston and Gemini Love taking on the Brotherhood of Sean Palumbo and Chuck O'Hare. And that will be your main event, folks. And not to forget, another huge match. Basically your co-main event. We have Dynamo taking on Jax for the AWF Women's World Title. Night number 4, the closing for AWF Brands Collide, comes to you on November 30th, folks, and it is a massive card with a massive main event, which we'll get into in a second here. But kicking things off here, we have Eric Graves taking on Lucha Scorpio. We know Eric Graves, with his tough loss to The Undertaker back at Hollow Week, he's looking to regroup here and as a dark former leader of a faction, going up against Lucha Scorpio, a leader of his faction, and Eventide. This is sure to be one hell of a contest, folks. Eric Graves, Lucha Scorpio, 1-on-1 at Brands Collide. Next, we have a huge women's tag team match, folks. The Old School versus the New School. Old School and Natalia and Kimmy Sage teaming up. What is sure to be a hell of a team. We'll see if they can coexist. A lot of history between these two. Taking on JJ and Gigi, the New School. Let's go, folks. This is going to be one hell of a tag team match at Brands Collide. Next, we saw Matt Burnett put on a masterpiece with Little T on the last AWF Power. He'll be taking on Damian Rhodes. He's made the challenge of Damian Rhodes. This, folks, is going to be one to watch, and they're going to be doing it in Wembley Stadium in front of a packed house. Let's see what comes out of this one, folks. Matt Burnett going one-on-one with Damian Rhodes. Next, folks, we have a title versus title match. Fang Skyther, who's been defending his title left, right, and center, will be taking on the brand new light heavyweight champion in Waldo Winston. Waldo Winston pulling double duty at Wembley 2 nights in a row. This is going to be one hell of a contest, folks. A lot of history between these two men. Fang Skyther, Waldo Winston, champion versus champion at Brands Collide. And in our main event, folks, to close out AWF Brands Collide at Wembley Stadium, the biggest world title main event we've ever had in AWF's history. Two brothers, two former best friends, two former teammates, former members of The Change. King Ilson will be taking on Miles 1-1 for the AWF World Heavyweight Championship. We now know, folks, the loser of this match will be going into the respective brand where the new AWF Championship will be debuting at the pay-per-view. It'll be showcased at the pay-per-view. And folks, we don't have any details yet on how and when the new championship will be defended and crowned, but you guys will have to stay tuned for the upcoming weeks. But folks, my name is Kyle Masters. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the AWF match card reveal for AWF Brands Collide right here on our YouTube channel. I will see you guys on Sunday night, as kicking things off on Sunday night will be the brand new title reveal for the AWF Championship, and we will get into our 0-hour pre-show where Fang Jr. will be taking on a mystery opponent. Folks, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Wembley Stadium is here. Brands Collide is here.